The Subramaniam Shankaran. AI is changing the way the IT actually works. The AI is changing the way the information security is actually was actually working. What is actually working? Information privacy as well. The data protection is actually changing a different shape, okay, because of the artificial intelligence. What had been a static way of actually doing is becoming dynamic, okay. Now, moment your personal data, okay, we all say the personal data needs to be scrubbed, okay, before you send it to training, testing, and validation, before you even feed it to the data ingestion stage, is what all the consultants or all the researchers are actually saying. Just imagine I'm using the model to email, okay, a large number of participants about a particular event. Okay, that means that the model should have the way to process it, the email. So all these things should be a part of the parameterized model that is actually existing. Even if it is going to be a retrieval augmented generation where the data set is going to be external and the model is going to fetch the details, etc. What is the surety the model is not going to retain the data on the memory? Okay, now, there's a dynamics with respect to the model, the data, etc. Your model could be yours, okay, and model is yours and it is hosted on the external infrastructure, or the model, okay, itself belongs to a third party, the AI provider. It is hosted on the external infrastructure, or the model belongs to a third party and is hosted on your infrastructure. So whatever the case is actually, okay. Now, even if it's going to be your model and your infrastructure, there's an unpredictable nature with respect to the AI. So at least in 2026, we had seen four incidents where the AI agents or AI models that has been tested have been tested in the containment zone. Okay, they escaped. The recent being the OpenAI escaped the containment zone. It started attacking the Hugging Face. Okay, so we all know that. So there's unpredictable nature of AI in spite of we trying to control everything. So even if it's going to be my model and even it's going to be my infrastructure, if the internet connectivity is actually there, we don't know how the AI is actually going to work. Okay. Now, for the data protection, we have record of processing activity, data protection impact analysis, data transfer impact analysis, etc. These are things that we are going to focus on. Okay. If you look at the record of processing activity, before the AI, we did not have any other problem. Moment we send the personal identifier information to the model, which we are saying it should not be done, it should not. See, this is all subjective. Okay, even if it is going to be a rack where you're going to have a data set inside, okay, and the model is going to look out for the data source and pick up this information, there's no surety that the information might go out or not go out. It's because all the vulnerabilities are something which existed until we actually discover it. That means the vulnerability that is reported today, okay, today is going to be what, 8th of August, okay, 8th of August 2020, the vulnerability reported today is not something which was not 9 today, okay, which was not existing until yesterday. It was existing until yesterday, and today we discovered it. That means most of the vulnerabilities are discovered only after we identify them because of an impact. Okay. So if you look at the data transfer impact analysis, usually the GDPR, okay, we had seen the third countries where the data can be transferred to because these countries explicitly follow the GDPR. Okay. For UK GDPR, it's an EU, and for EU, it's an UK, then New Zealand. Okay, all these countries. Okay, so there are list of countries, okay, for which you can transfer this data to because they follow this GDPR explicitly. Because the rules and regulations are same, okay, there is no problem. So we assume that, okay, and the data protection will be there because in all the countries, even after the GDPR, we cannot say that, okay, the cyber attacks have not happened, the disclosure has not happened. So that is different and this is different. Having GDPR as one and following GDPR as one, following the GDPR is a combination of administrative, technical, and physical controls also. Okay. To every compliance is as strong as the company following it. Okay. So in the GDPR, we have the third country. So any other country, then we need to explicitly take care of the data transfer, etc. Now, because after we transfer the data to a country which is not a part of the third country, there could be a possibility that okay, the local will warrant them to look into the data. So that's what we actually say. But even if you look at the model that is actually working, there's something called as a translation layer in AI. So there are a lot of AI applications hosted in different cloud service provider. With the translation layer, when we send and particular data to the model, we don't know where it is actually progressing. See, one thing I had been always saying, in a cloud, okay, moment we say, okay, we have got the data onto the cloud, this is what the data center is, etc. Now we are trusting, okay, we are trusting the cloud service provider saying that you are saying that this is This is the physical host in which your instance is running. We have to believe it, because if it's going to be a normal system, okay, I can do an IF config and IP config. I can look at the IP, then I'll get to know. But in case of a virtualized environment, I have to believe in what they're actually saying, even if they're going to host it somewhere outside India, okay, and say that in this particular physical host your instance is running. We don't have a choice. Okay. Similarly, with AI also, we need to trust based on the administrative control. Okay. We don't have a technical control to it. Even the cloud service provider, if they're, let's say that they're hosting your instance containing, okay, your AI application on their own host. Okay. There's no surety that the AI host or AI application will not escape out of all the control that you actually have and go and rest somewhere else. Okay. Now we cannot say that it's impossible, because we had seen the open AI, okay, the cases, and Anthropic also said we had a similar issue. Okay, all these things. 4 incidents is what I can actually say. Okay, I can handpick this thing up. I'll show you on a separate video. So that means moment your data is going to leave your infrastructure, and you're going to have a data zero data retention policy signed up with the cloud service provider, there's still no surety that your data is going to be on sovereign AI infrastructure within your national boundary. Okay. So data DPIA, okay, impact assessment with respect to the GDPR or data protection, record of processing activity, and data transfer impact assessment. Okay, though we do it as per the understanding that we actually have, but we are actually putting it on a different monster. Moment you put your data onto an external AI application hosted on a cloud, even the cloud service providers trying to put their best of the cyber security controls to secure it, there's no surety that your data will not pass on anywhere. There's no surety even when you're going to host it on your own infrastructure. That's what I'm saying. So the cloud service, the AI application, if it's going to be on your own infrastructure, there's no surety that there's no escape to the external world. Similarly, if you want to put on a cloud, there's no surety to escape the external world. So what I would suggest, why not consider an edge AI, have a small language model to handle your application, okay, the data protection. It is internal, okay, application, the part of the internal land. Your own people will have a control over it. Okay, it's an SLM, okay, small language model. You don't have to pay a hefty price to the cloud service provider, and it is all under your security control. It's your baby. You will take care of it properly. Everything is yours. Okay, it is not like you put your baby on the school where so many babies are there. Okay, so many students are there. They will take care of all. One or two escapes will definitely happen in that particular case. Okay, you have your own baby and you have your own infrastructure. You secure it. You groom it. Everything is yours. This is what is going to be the best approach for the data protection. Okay, now we have the certified data protection officer training, including the AI, will look which combines the AI concept and the data protection with a beautiful checklist. Okay, if you want to join me, mail me on training at ieee.org.uk. Cheers, then, this is Subramaniam Shankaran.